The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And these 2 electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Now he's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Orji. Stepping to the right. Fires deep on the run. Got him, and nobody's close. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage pass.
Trying to run, it's Edwards. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
At the 45 on his way. Continues to fight for yards. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Rebels. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Wolverines are on the move. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Past the first down marker and still running. he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One final play before the end of the quarter. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. We'll start the quarter offense about to snap it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the tailback. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Stewart. Slips through the line. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, baby.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Still on his feet at the 45. Just trucks through it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Dart. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He'll try to do it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The give to the left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
42 Spider.
Wide receiver shows motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity?
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels! did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David.
He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out, throw it, going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Powers through. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, There's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He'll take a shot. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 10 seconds to go, and the half clock reads 9. It is 1st and 10. The give from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He'll pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off play action. On the run, fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. The Rebels will punt this one away.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Running behind that left side. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. The give and the run on 4th down. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 11 over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the...
Oh, look out! The 40! The 20! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run it left here. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air. It's Orji. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
And that pass picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Line gets set, 1st down. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse.
And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet step. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
42, Spider.
He's right on target. Tripped up for the tackle.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 pounds, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. And stampeding through the defense. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Back to pass, it's Dart. Release to the back. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, he missed it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 13 over the Coyotes. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Looking for a man. It's Dart. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Throwing right. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today?
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Orji. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those.
Got some room in it to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter,
and he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. on the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final play of the game right here. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.